this video, I'm going to talk about things that are necessary for an international student and their dependents to bring in their boxes, in their luggages when you're coming from Nigeria. There are some things that are necessary and there are some things that are not really necessary, and we're going to talk a bit about that. So if this is something you would like, keep watching. Hi, my name is Susanna. This is my YouTube channel and we're just going to go right into it. The first thing that is very, very important for you to bring, I would say, is your documents. There is no point traveling without bringing the necessary documents. And what am I talking about? A lot of people know this thing, this plastic thing. It is very, very essential for you to have this. It is just a way of being organized. Have all your documents, and in terms of documents, I'm talking about your travel documents, your flights, tickets, there is a form you have to fill. I can't remember the name right now. You fill it 24 hours before you travel. It is very essential that you have that. And once you have that in place, put in your credentials. I'm talking about your bachelor's degree certificate, your degree certificates, any other certificates you want to put in, like your WAEC, your NECO, anything else you want to put in that are, deemed important, like marriage certificate, like I don't know, bank statements, everything. Put it inside this file and have it in your carry-on. Do not put it inside your big box. Do not put it inside your big box, because you need to tender some documents along the way anyway. So it is very important that you have it with you. I think that's a given, but I think a lot of people should know that. And another thing that is very, very important is also inside that document, put in your COVID immunization card or your COVID test result. I don't know which one they request for, but when I was coming in, I didn't do any COVID test. I just gave it because I've already been immunized. So I tendered my immunization card at the airport in Lagos. They would ask for it and they would scan it, and then I don't think without it, I don't think you can travel. So I don't know if things have changed, but I feel it's still going to be the norm. So yes, also have your passports, but please do not forget your passports. Don't forget your passport. And then another thing that is necessary for you to bring, very necessary for you to bring, is winter clothes. This is August, and just last night it's already starting to feel cold again, which is we're moving closer to autumn and then winter. And you're coming in August, so people will be coming in September. I would advise not to bring too much summer clothes, because you won't be needing to wear them anyway for a very long, like in a short period of time. You won't need to be wearing them. I know that some clothes that you really want to bring to this country, your favorite dresses. I had that, and trust me, you won't wear it there. You won't wear it here. Don't bother. Just if you're in Lagos, go to all these markets like Yaba markets, or I don't know, I don't live in Lagos, but markets that they sell thrift clothes, they sell all these winter jackets, they sell thick clothes. Go get some. Don't bring too many though. I would say don't bring in too many, because you're going to come in here and buy new clothes anyway. But essentials like jackets, buy 2 winter jackets. And know that winter jacket, they take space inside your box, so don't buy too many. You can buy 2 at least. Buy 2, and buy long sleeve top. This is one of the top that I bought with me from Nigeria, and it still serves its purpose. It's long sleeve. I wore it a lot when I was coming in February. Long sleeve, and then I'll put on my jacket. So buy a lot of long sleeve tops. Buy jeans, very thick jeans. Ladies, bring leggings. Some people double their trousers. There was a day it was so cold, I wore a leggings and then a trousers just to keep myself warm. Buy thick socks and buy sneakers. Buy sneakers. It will keep your feet warm and safe, and you look cool when you're all dressed in jeans, hoodies or jackets, and then I don't I don't think it makes sense if you're wearing no, come on. So you have to wear sneakers. Buy nice sneakers. They are the I don't think it has to be white or anything. Just buy sneakers, fine ones, and yeah. So once you pack all those things, put them in one box. So my advice is that separate each box. Have a box just for food stuff, which are going to go into the things you can pack and the things you cannot pack. Put them in a separate box, and your clothing, your toiletries and all that, put them in another separate box. So that way your food won't be mixing with your soap, or you get what I'm saying. So put them in a separate box, and yeah. So those are the things that are necessary for you to bring. And moving on to things that are also necessary for you to bring: food stuff. My dear brothers and sisters coming from Nigeria, this is a very special announcement. I know you will miss these clothes and you'll be like, I need to bring them. Please prioritize food. It is very important. Do you know why? When you come in here for the very first time, not everybody has pounds to come and spend. I will know the situation of Naira right now. It is doing like this fluctuating, flying up and down. You know, the exchange rate is just trash. So, which means if you're coming in with Naira, you are already at, you're already at the loser end. A bit losing end. Hey. My point is, do not come with clothes that you don't need. What you need right now is food and housing. So you can sort out housing when you get here, but to help yourself, bring in food. Especially if you're coming with kids, bring in food though. Bring in food. And how do you package food from home to the airport and down here? Your new best friend is this thing: Ziploc bags. Ziploc bags, you can buy them in packs. I bought mine in Ibadan, so it's very easy to buy in supermarkets. Buy them in packs, and then you start arranging your food into each bag. Double the bags per item. This will help just in case of a spill or anything can happen, puncture or anything. It will protect whatever it is that is inside that bag if it is doubled. A little ASMR. So this is pomo. I had 2 bags of this. We've already finished 1 bag. Imagine, since February that I've been here, and this is the final bag. So pomo, you can bring pomo. You can bring dried fish. You can bring crayfish. Whatever it is you are bringing, make sure they are dried and not raw. They will send you back at the airports. They will not let you go in. I was lucky because I had people tell me things to bring, things not to bring, and when I got to the airport, I didn't have any issues. They didn't send my bag back. They didn't call me back. My bags were under the required weight limit. I didn't have any issue, and that was because I already planned ahead. So these bags, they're good for packaging things, for protecting your stuff. You can bring momo. It is nice as long as it is dried. So once you buy this type, let me bring it out for you to see. You see, very dried, very dried. Once you just soak them inside the water, and then yeah, you are good to go when you want to cook it. So put them in this, tie them up. This is egusi. Egusi is, yeah, you can bring in egusi as long as it is grinded. To preserve it, sprinkle salt inside it to mix it with salt. Sprinkle salt, mix it, double. See, I doubled this one because it was I didn't want anything to happen, and then egusi will be staining on my my clothes or all my boxes. So double the bag, like I said. You can also bring dried pepper. Dried pepper is very no, you would need it. Do you know why? So pepper, they call it chili here. I don't know. Pepper like atarudo. I don't know what it's called in other languages, but pepper, it is quite expensive here because it is scarce in a way. So you pay a lot of money to buy fresh pepper. But if you have this, you can substitute, at least for the time being, when you figure your way around the city or the town that you are living, that you're coming to study at. So you can package this. I brought 2 bags of this. We still have a lot of it, so it serves its purpose. Also double the bag. Another thing you can do is to um put a paper tape, write the name of each thing you're putting inside the bag, just for identification. You can bring this curry, you can bring seasoning, although you get to buy this. I bought this here. The one I brought from home, I finished it already. So you can, these things here, they're affordable and are easily, accessible. What is wrong with English today? But anyway, so you can bring this, you can buy this at supermarkets in Nigeria. You can bring 1 or 2, but I'm just saying that these ones are easily, they're easily found in supermarkets. You can find them in Sainsbury's, you can find them in your local discount store or whatever. So do not be alarmed. Things you cannot bring: do not bring in palm oil, granite oil. Don't bring in oil. Don't even bother, because they'll send it back. I don't know if there's no need for that. You can get them in stores. I recently bought one, but I wish I could bring it here, but no. So I bought one in the supermarket here last week. It was like £1.25 or something. A bottle, like a regular bottle of palm oil. So these are things that you can still find here. You can't bring them from Nigeria. Anything raw or wet, you can't bring them. So dried fish is not really, you can't get them here. Not that, no, you can't. They eat raw fish. So that sometimes you want to cook like vegetable and you don't have dried fish. I miss my dried fish because we've run out of the one I brought when I was coming in. So you can bring that too and put it inside a Ziploc bag and zip it up. To bring in pando yam, I already bought it, but I took it out at the hotel on our way to the airport, because when I kept weighing my boxes, it was going over the limit. So I took out the pando potato. It was like 1 kg, so I took it out. And then I got here and realized that we could actually buy them here anyway. So those are the things that you can bring in just to sustain for a few months. Because I'm telling you, when I came in, the food, I'm telling you, look at the things I still bought. That's still available for me till now. This is August. I've been here since February. You won't get a job immediately. Like, you get a job a day, unless you've already planned ahead and you've already gotten a job. But if you're coming in as an international student, you'll get a job immediately. So you need to eat to survive, and you have to spend as little of your money as possible at the first few months. So these things will sustain you. This is about sustainability, And finally, things that you should bring. I know we'll be talking about things not to bring, but please bring in, for the ladies, bring your hair products and your skincare products. Very essential. Attachments, wig, a mini wig, a mini attachments, all those stuff. They cost a lot more here compared to, well, wigs are expensive universally, so I don't even know, but they cost a lot more here. So bring in your hair attachments. I brought some in, and I was able to get some at the discount store. I just took out my braids, and the one I made last, I bought it at the discount store. It was like £2 per pack, or was it £1 something? It wasn't expensive, but imagine just, you can bring like 5 packs of extension, expression, or Lush, or I don't know, Darling, Yaki, or whatever it is that you're using. Bring them, put them in your box, and they will, sustain you for a very long time. And if you're a wigs person, bring a lot of wigs. Bring a lot of wigs, because it is expensive to make your hair here. Making hair costs a lot of money. Even for the guys, cutting your hair costs a lot of money. So at least, guys, you don't have choice. You have to cut your hair eventually. You have to shave your beard, unless you can do it yourself or find a barber friend. No, but nobody does things out of the goodness of their hearts here without you. It's a service, you have to pay for it anyway. So either way, you still need to pay money. But so those are things that you should know. Toiletries, don't bring so much. Toiletries are cheap. they're affordable here, especially thanks to Poundland. You can get a lot of things for £1, £2 or less. So you can still figure out a way around that. And there are a lot of skincare products there, things that used to be expensive back at home. You get them at affordable prices here, and that is because it is in pound, not in naira. So yeah, so those are the things. So these are the things that you should know. And then finally, I want to talk to people who have never traveled before, i.e., people like me. This was the first time traveling on a plane and out of the country. I want to tell you a bit about my experience because I feel like, you know, it's a new thing. It can be riddled with anxiety because you are in this giant metal thing. When I saw a plane up close, I didn't know it was that big up close. I didn't know. So at Lagos Airport, it is a chaotic place. It is a chaotic planet. So get there 2 hours before your flight. Do not listen to anybody that says get there 2 hours before your flight. You know why? Because you're going to queue. They'll do all the old thing of checking your bags, going through customs talking to you, being friends with you, asking if you want to change your money. Like, you're going to spend a lot of time at the airport. So you need to get there a few hours before your plane is about to take off. Your plane will take off so that you do whatever you want to do and then you relax. So my parents and my brother came with me. It was like a family this thing. So we left Oshobo a day before because my flight was in the night and my mom was like, she's not going to take any risk. We are going a day before. So we went there a day before. We stayed at an airport very close to the we stayed at an hotel very close to the airport because we didn't want to, you know, spend a lot of time in the traffic. It was very important. I got a place at we stayed at, was it Oshodi? Yeah, and you know, Ikeja, so it's not really that far. So we got there very early, and you know, Nigerian parents, they don't. My dad was like, we are not wasting time. We were checking time 2 hours before. We were already out of the hotel. We checked out. We went to the airport. It was a whole trip, but it was very stressful. I'm not even going to lie. Lagos airport is very stressful. It is too stressful. You can't even find a place to sit. You have to buy food. Even the food you buy, you have to buy more than 1,000 naira or 2,000 naira worth of food before you can find a place to sit. It can be very rude there, so you be very prepared, and it can be quite stressful waiting on the line. So me getting there very early helped me because the line wasn't really that long. So they checked my bag, and you know, they checked my passport and all the other things. And then when I was done at the customs, so another thing, whatever it is you're wearing, make sure it's not too. Don't wear a lot of things because you're going to be, you know, removing your jacket, removing your shoes, removing your belt, your earrings, rings, and all that at the airport, at the security check. It can be very stressful. So wear minimal clothes. Especially if you're coming in August, September anyway, wear minimal clothes. It's not that cold yet. It's those that are coming in January that you should wear a lot of things because it's going to be very cold by the time you get here. And you don't want to be crying because of the cold. The cold will slap you in the face, I'm telling you. But that's another thing. That's a story for another day. So by the time you're done there, say goodbye to your parents, your family, or whoever it is that came to the airport with you. If you came alone, say goodbye to your Uber driver and then get on the plane, relax. I didn't eat that day because I usually have motion sickness. So I don't know if this is your first time, you've never really experienced that feeling of being on the plane. If you don't have any issues with motion or whatever, you can eat. But if you're like me and you have a lot of motion sickness, don't eat. Get to the plane. You can chew gum or drink water. Drink a lot of water. It helps. Sit down. Put in the earplugs because the noise can be very eerie. Put in the earplugs, relax. It was very stressful for me, Jerry. Turkish Airlines, they wasted my time that day. They wasted my time. They wasted my time. I was on a connecting flight from Turkey to Manchester, and the layover time was supposed to be 2 hours, and we already spent 1 hour inside the plane at the airport in Lagos doing nothing. The plane did not take off. Come and see how Nigerians were shouting. Like, what is happening? Nobody said anything. We just sat down there in the heat. Eventually, an hour later, it took off. But because my own layover time was already 2 hours, I've already lost 1 hour. So I had just 1 hour left for me to get to the next flight to Manchester. By the time we got to Istanbul, 1 hour was already, I was already late. You know what I'm saying? And the airport was so much bigger than anything I've ever seen in my life. Of course, I've never seen any airport other than the one in Lagos. The one in Lagos is like, it's nothing compared to the one I saw in Istanbul. It was so big. I was running to the gate. It was so far apart from each other. Oh my God. I was sweating because I wore turtleneck and I was sweating. By the time I got to the gate, finally it was about to board. I got to the gate on time. The people there, the securities, they were like, hey, come back. They searched me because I was sweating, I was panting. They were like, what's wrong? I said, I felt like I missed my plane. I met some people who also were on the flight from Lagos, the same plane with me. They were already panting. It was too stressful. I was so pissed. I was like, ugh. But anyway, I got on the plane on time, and then I got to Manchester. Manchester airport was not as, it was not as intimidating as Istanbul was. But as long as I was just like, okay, I'm here already. It was like 2 hours from Istanbul anyway. I'm here already. I lost it. The time was just nonsensical during my entire flight. The time zone, I was losing and gaining time. Let's see, first time as it's going to happen. Just be prepared for that. Anyway, enough about that. It's not something I need to tell people who have never been on the plane before. So it's going to be very stressful for your back, but you're going to watch a lot of TV. They're going to give you food, they're going to give you some things. Just write it out, and yeah, by the time you get to the airport, I hope, and by the time you get to your final destination, I hope there's somebody there out there to welcome you. I had my husband, and it was like so sweet. I hadn't seen him for a very long time, and then I hugged him, and then I came out of the airport to the train station immediately because we were coming to Huddersfield. The cold, it was no. And Huddersfield is even colder than Manchester. It was a lot. I was shivering. I was like, what is this? And this is not even cold winter. It was still like, we're already moving closer to spring, but it was still very cold. So the cold is something that nobody prepares you for. No matter how they say it, until you experience it before you realize the full potential. So keep yourself warm. Buy winter clothes, please. If you're coming in January, but people are coming in now, or September or October. Well, October will be colder, but that's why I said bring winter clothes. So yeah, I think I've covered things that are necessary. Thank you so much for watching this. If you have any questions, of course, remember, always drop a comment and I'll get back to you. Share your experience too. Tell me about your experience coming here for the first time as an international student in the comments. Let's talk. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and always remember to subscribe. I am trying to reach my goal of 500 subscribers before the end of August. Please subscribe, like this video, and share it with your friends, your family, your enemies, your grandma, your grandpas, great-grandpas. And thank you for watching again. My name is Susanna. I'll see you next time. Bye. Now let's pause for something else.